Hey guys, Leah Michelle, Resistance Chicks, January 28th, 2017. This is kind of a weird story.
Voter fraud. I think it's, at this point, I think we're all so tired about hearing about it all because Clinton just took us through the mud. That's like beating a dead horse. But seriously, these are some numbers that are not going to go away, and it ties in with the immigration. Recently, Donald Trump was on ABC and he said, you got like 2-3 million. I would have won the popular vote had the illegals not been allowed to vote. Now, I should bring up the video, but you can Google it, so I'm not gonna bring it up. Where Obama says, voting makes you a citizen.
Many of the millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true.
Okay.
And the reason is, first of all, when you vote, you are a citizen yourself, and there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over and people start investigating, etc. The sanctity of the vote is strictly confidential.
Just vote! Because she's talking to a woman who is talking about immigrants and...
he literally, his
she
quote
says,
is, when you vote, you are a citizen.
She says people are afraid that if they go to vote, they might be deported. But, you know, it just... So here's the thing. Donald Trump said this, and he wants an investigation into it, and I don't see that there's a problem with that. But there was a study done by Jesse Richman of the Old Dominion University in Virginia, found that 6.4% of 20 million non-citizens who reside in the United States voted in November's presidential election. He then extrapolated, these are theories, it can't be proven for a fact, these results into support for each presidential candidate, estimating that Clinton would have received 81%, I would have said 100%, therefore receiving an extra 834,000 votes. The number is significant enough to have tipped some of the closest races in Clinton's favor, including New Hampshire, Nevada, and Maine, all of which Clinton won by margins of under 3%. So he could have very well gotten more electoral votes. And if you watch Alex Jones' InfoWars, he says that they have been uncovering more and more. People have been studying how illegals vote for a long time. And if you're in a state that doesn't require ID, as you can, there's so much fraud going on. And I think it's important for us to look into this and to find out that I would assume that Clinton wouldn't have won the popular vote. I think there's probably that many illegals that voted.
And it's kind of like if you guys didn't see our video of Omarosa on The View, but she pointed out, like, this is the past. This right here is the past, and it's not important for this past election. Nobody, it's done, it's over. Donald Trump did legitimately win the electoral vote, and that's how our process works, so that's what's important. But why is this important moving forward? It's important moving forward because in 4 years we're going to have another election. 4 years from then we're going to have another one. Listen, it is important that we get it so that it is a clear process, so that we don't have to, every single time we have an election, wonder.
There's so many weird things, like they don't want people to be hindered from voting, so they don't want people to have ID. What is that? What sane person
Voting
says
in
that?
the United States of America is a very sacred thing that we do. And so if it is too much trouble for you to make sure that your driver's license is current,
or state ID.
Or your state ID or whatever, then you're not taking voting seriously enough. I'm sorry. It's just that simple. Yeah. Voting is a really big deal. It's a very big honor. And now, you know, women have the vote. It's an honor for you women to get out there and make sure that you have your ID. So I see nothing wrong with having to show, we in Ohio, we have to show our driver's license in order to vote. Yeah. It's not a problem for me. You know what? As a matter of fact, my birthday was the day after the election this year, and my driver's license expired, and I had to make sure that it was current for this year in order for me to go to vote. I did it.
So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Legal food.
All right, this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks. Follow us on Twitter, like, comment. We love hearing from you guys. Ring the bell if you want to get notifications. Subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. We're signing off where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth.
This is the truth. We're going to get a truth meter, conspiracy meter.
is cold, home alone. No place for